Why, hello there everybody, and welcome to another tag video. So I am Random Ross and I'm catching up on some tag videos, but I do have ever been tagged in one. And from what you can see, this is the favourites of the franchise tag. So I was tagged by Jason at Horrific Nightmares, and Kweeny Todd, she considered me tagged in the comments of hers. Anyway, I'm doing it now. So this is the favourite of the franchise tag, created by the Syfy horror guy, and this was and I was tagged by Jason at Horrific Nightmares. Okay, so let's do this. So there's 26 films that are franchises, and I just got to pick my favourite installment of that. There's 25, so let's get through it. So number one. So, first one, Friday the 13th. For me, it's part 6, Jason Lives. I like that one. Jason becomes badass and immortal. It has a killer soundtrack from Alice Cooper. And it was the last good one before I think the franchise started to lower in quality. 2, Halloween. For me, it's obviously the first one. Halloween 2 almost made it in there, and Halloween from 2018 almost got the top. But I'm going with the original because it started it all and kind of set the mood for modern slashers. That cliched a lot today. Number 3 is A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going with Dream Warriors. I liked the soundtrack for that one, and it's the third film, and I like that they brought back Nancy Thompson in this. We had others in this, like Patricia Arquette, Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, it's a decent sequel, and Wes Craven actually had involvement in it. Number 4 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For me, it's the original. I love the quality of picture. I love the performances that they were delivered in this, and a lot of them were really suffering in that. And it's a good film. Very tame today, but back then, very extreme. Number 5 is Child's Play. I'm going to go with the original on this. I just love the fire scene where she's threatening to throw Chucky in there. Then he's like, "You stupid bitch, you filthy slut." Yeah, it's a fun scene, that. And yeah, it was. Brad Dourif did a great vocal performance. He was in there physically in the opening scene as well. Number 6 is Phantasm. Now, Phantasm. I can't answer that one, I'm afraid, because I've not seen the Phantasm films. It's never interested me. I mean, I do know of the tall man in it, but other than that, I've never really sat down and watched any of them. Yeah, it must be worth watching because it's on this list, and a lot of people are giving answers on it, but yeah, I haven't seen any of the Phantasm films. Number 7 is Scream. For me, it's Scream 1, because this was the film that got me into horror for real, you know. It's a film I like to say that I lost my virginity to because it was the first real horror film that I saw, and it will always have a special place in my heart. Number 8 is Hellraiser. It's the original Hellraiser. I just liked it. It was original for its time, and I don't know, has any other horror film done? Yeah, many other horror films have done this trope, like Event Horizon, and yeah, I like the first Hellraiser. I also like the second and the third one. 4 is okay, but after that it was all made for video, DVD, whatever, and it weren't as good. Number 9 is Saw. It's Saw, the original, because it had a great twist, which I didn't see coming. It brought James Wan into the horror world, making his mark in horror. And yeah, it had good traps, and sort of began the torture porn subgenre. Next, at number 10, it's Leprechaun. I'm going to go with the first film because that is the only one that I've seen in the franchise, Leprechaun 1. Number 11, Hannibal Lecter. It's The Silence of the Lambs, the best one. Despite this being like part of the Hannibal Lecter franchise, Hannibal Lecter only has a grand total of 15 minutes of screen time in the film. But Anthony Hopkins delivers and makes that performance just spot on. Number 12 is Alien. I go with the first Alien. It's a haunted house slasher in horror, in space, and I love that one. 13 is The Evil Dead. I'm gonna go with the third film, Army of Darkness. I just like the cheesiness of it, the one-liners, the action, the fantasy, and yeah, it was quite intriguing to see the Evil Dead franchise evolve from a splatter film to this fantasy action film. And Bruce Campbell nails it. Number 15 is Wrong Turn. I'm going to go with Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. I mean, I do like the first film, but I feel like the second film, they really up the ante, and they give it a bit more light humour too in it, I think. Number 16, Amityville Horror. I'm going to go with Amityville 2, The Possession. Now, the first film was good, it was okay, it was unsettling and scary, but the second film, The Possession, which was a prequel, I felt we got to see a lot more of this, and I did find it more scarier than the second film, than the first film. Next is Children of the Corn. It's the first film, because I've only seen that one, I've not seen any of the sequels. Next is Jaws, number 18. It's obviously the first one. Jaws 2 is okay, but Jaws 3 and The Revenge, I don't like them. So Jaws, the first film. Number 19, the Final Destination series. I'm going to go with Final Destination 2. For me, it had the funnier deaths, and it was just funny how a lot of the deaths were avoidable, but still made me laugh. I love the fire escape scene. Next is George A. Romero's Dead series. I'm going with the original Night of the Living Dead from 1968. It shaped the zombie genre into what we know it as today, and yeah, George A. Romero, you know, he's obviously immortalised himself with this film and the other films he's done. I do like Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. And the original Night of the Living Dead, despite it being black and white, but because they had a low budget, I think it works. It does. 21 is the Hostel films. I'm going to go with the first Hostel. The second Hostel was a bit more humorous, I guess, but I like the first film a lot more. You know, it's just... I just do. Next is the Predator franchise. For me, it's Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, going, "Kill me, I'm here, kill me, do it now." It's just a fun, memorable line, and I like them. I like that one, Predator. Number 23 is Tremors. I'm going to go with the first Tremors, because the rest, I think, are crap. Made for TV, I don't know, but I know that the latest films are done by Asylum. I don't know why it went from like a big... I don't know, I just like the first film. Number 24 is Paranormal Activity. I'm going with Paranormal Activity 2. Paranormal Activity 1 I thought was a bit slow, a bit boring, and it didn't really make me jump. The ending, I think pretty much was the most interesting bit, the ending. Very scary and unsettling. Everyone in the cinemas, when I saw it, everyone jumped out of their seats in their skin. But Paranormal Activity 2, I sort of saw the jump scares coming and I was kind of dreading it, and yeah, I was like on the edge of my seat the whole time. And number 25 is the Exorcist franchise. I'm going with the first film because I think it's hilarious. The Exorcist is just a funny film to me. I have never once found it scary. I find it absolutely funny with the whole cursing and swearing and the whole, yeah, the vomiting. It's just funny, The Exorcist. So, those are the 25 franchises, and those are my favourites of the franchise. Now, I usually tag people in this, but I think I'm a bit late to the party, and a lot of people have been tagged already. So, I'm just tagging whoever's watching this, and you want to do it. So, you know, you're in. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are down below in the description. So, yeah, until next time, don't have nightmares.